I'm Chelsea Matthews with Serial Scoop, and we're here at the Colony Theater in Burbank, California for the opening night of Driving Miss Daisy. I'm here with Donna Mills, the star of Driving Miss Daisy. Donna, you did a phenomenal job. It was beautiful.
Thank you so much. It's an adventure for me. I haven't done stage for a long time, so it's really been fun.
Now, you've done some iconic, most memorable shows and film. Now, how was it acting in television and film different to working to theater?
Well, in film you have take two.
That's true.
Yeah, we have no take two here. This is it. So you're out there and you do the whole show. In film, you do a couple pages a day. This is the whole play. So it's tiring. It's a lot.
What do you think you related to the most with your character?
Do I relate to? Oh gosh, I relate to her independence and her wanting to be able to keep on doing what she does, and and it's sad when people can't do that anymore. So yeah, and we're all getting older, so we're all going in that direction.
I love seeing you play a character that was so strong, and she was, because right now in this time where there's so much controversy going on in the entertainment industry and different things going on in our life still, I was just so happy to see you and have a director play a role that was so confident, so independent, but you still had such a loving personality. How was that to play?
Well, thank you. It's great. I actually tried to bring more sweetness, more heart to Daisy than is actually written. She's written kind of brittle. She's written kind of crabby. And I wanted to find the humor in her. I wanted to find her humor. The way she talks about Florine and all that. I didn't want it to be bitchy. I wanted it to be, cute. And that she sees the humor in what she says about her.
Absolutely. And all three of you had just such a beautiful dynamic with one another. I mean, was that effortless at first, or did it take time to nurture, to develop over time?
It takes time to develop. It takes time and we're still developing it. The show will be better as we go along. Oh, thank you. But it does. You find more things all the time. This is a very rich play. So for an actor, there's things to find every night. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Opening night is like, but after that, now it's going to be fun.
Well, you couldn't tell. I thought it was effortless. And do you have any upcoming projects besides this that you'd like to tell us so we know what to look out for?
I have a couple of things. I have a movie coming out. Well, I think they're going to take it to film festivals. It's a little independent film called Best Mom. A lovely little film, which I think is going to be nice. And then I have a series coming on Pure Flix called Hilton Head Island.
The first day of rehearsals, it felt like family, and we welcomed each other with open arms and supported each other throughout the whole process.
So have you seen the movie Driving Miss Daisy previous to learning about the play and getting into that character?
I saw it about 10 years ago, and I refused to watch it. I did this play with Provost Entertainment 2 years ago, and I didn't want to take anything from Morgan Freeman. Also, I refused to go online and see the other actor, oh my goodness, I forget his name, another icon. And I wanted to, put him together with my own vision and my own imagination and creativity. So, yeah, I didn't watch the movie because I wanted to just,
No, I think you did a great job. I think that I've seen both. I've seen the movie and now I've seen the play, and I think that you brought your own spin on it, and it's just such a great, I was holding my heart when you were feeding her at the very last scene. We don't want to give too much away, but it was beautiful, and I really loved it. And Donna, she's just such an amazing actress, and I really feel like you both did a great dynamic with one another.
She has you step up your game. when you're on the stage with Donna Mills, you have to step up your game. James Lee O'Ryan as well. They're very experienced stage actors, and they brought a lot to the parts.
They definitely did. So tell me, what would you say to future theater goers that want to come to see this movie but they're not sure? What would you say to bring them in the doors about this play that you've experienced firsthand?
I experienced firsthand it's the human compassion, which we definitely need nowadays. It's about coming together regardless of your stereotypical views on the world. And if you want a feel-good play, and if you want to also be enlightened as well as, feel some human compassion, come see Driving Miss Daisy.
How was it making this play?
It was wonderful. I hadn't read the play prior to seeing the movie, and I saw the movie right when it came out, of course. And when I was offered this role, my instinct wasn't even to see the film again, to even refresh it. I wanted, because it can be so different, and it actually is very different. So it was wonderful to kind of revisit it and revisit the text in play form, as opposed to just sitting and watching the film. Yeah.
No, I honestly, I've seen the movie before, but I really feel that all three of you just brought such a loving character to life, and it's something so much different. How you've done other, like we said earlier, your NCIS, we've done television and film, and how would you see acting versus television and film is different from acting in the theater?
I think I can tell you how it's similar, and it's similar by just being honest. You know what I mean? I guess you've got to think about your frame and all that kind of thing, and knowing how to project even different sized theaters, But I think if you, in either, whether you're doing TV or film or theater, I think just coming from a place of honesty is important. Yeah.
No, definitely. I loved it. And Donna Mills, she just had such an effortlessness about her. And you two together, I felt it. I felt the characters being portrayed. It was beautiful.
Thank you. We were offered the show about a month or so before rehearsals began, and so we just worked on it. Once a week we would just meet. I never worked or met Donna before. She's lovely and gracious and giving, fantastic, open, and we just, sometimes there's a danger beforehand in working on something because you get a rhythm in your head, and we hadn't worked with Heather yet, the director, so we just decided, we were even off book on the first day. Same with Arthur, who played Hoke. He joined us as well. And so we were pretty much off book at the beginning of rehearsal, which can sometimes be dangerous because you've already formed what you think it's going to be. But somehow, got seasoned actors who were able to just kind of know the words and then take what Heather had to say to us and make it work.
No, it sounds like you guys had a very effortless connection right off the bat, and then you guys just nurtured it. So tell me, what during this time right now, when everything is still touchy in this industry, there is some, unfortunately, there's still dynamic of what we experienced back when this movie was made. That must have felt so empowering to bring that story back to life. And I just love that this film brought such an empowerment to women. She stood on her own, and she was just such an empowering person. That must have feel so good to bring to life that these issues still arise now in this day, and you can overcome them, of course.
Yeah, I think that's why she chose this play, because it's very timely right now. And it was funny to hear the reaction, and I heard some applause when even the character of Hoke stood up and said, "I'm going to take these keys with me." Yeah, very empowering.
I think it's very relevant to what's going on in our country right now. I think it's an important story to tell. We've got an incredible cast, unbelievable creative team. It's an honor to be here in this theater doing the show.
And then touching on what you said, there is so much controversy going on right now in the industry, with different producers and things like that. I think it's very good to turn it around and make it a lighthearted moment, to bring it to the theater and bring it to a nice play. And I think such a powerful woman, making a show as well is an asset. And don't you think that's a good thing?
I do. I am so supportive of just females in this industry. I champion all of my colleagues, male and female, of course. But anytime a woman is doing something, I'm out there supporting it, directing, producing. We need it. So
definitely. So tell me a little bit about Driving Miss Daisy. Have you seen the film?
I haven't seen the film in years, and I purposely didn't watch it again in directing it because I wanted it to just tell the story of the play, be true to his words, and the vision that I had in my head. But it's a beautiful story. I mean, he won the Pulitzer for it, so his words are just so special, and it's about this relationship. And this relationship has really kind of stood the test of time, even now. And this play was really important to me. There's a line in it that one of the characters says, poke, and he says, things changing, but they ain't changed all that much. And when I reread the play and I saw that line again, I said, we have to tell the story again because so much of it is still going on, unfortunately. So I am a firm believer in, change can happen just one relationship at a time, and it's about this beautiful friendship and how, these characters arc, they start here and they finish here and they just go through this incredible drive, if you will. But
no, I like what you said about how, since there is such a negative thing going on in this industry right now, it's so good that you saw something in the play that, you could stand and make a stand and say, you know what, nothing's going to kick us when we're down. We're going to be there.
Yeah, and just, the nation is in turmoil right now too, just race relations and all of it. And this story just really touches upon issues that are still relevant, and I hate that some of that stuff is still relevant, but we're here to kind of just talk about it a little bit.
Absolutely. It's great that you brought light to this, and you have such a phenomenal cast. I mean, Donna Mills, for one, she's so iconic, and from television to films. How was it working with her?
It was wonderful. She's so talented. She from day one just brought so much to the character already coming in the door. And she just studied this play, so she knew the words. Like coming in day one, we did our table read, and I was like, is she off book already? It was just, yeah. But she really brings a real likability to Daisy too, and she's so gorgeous that initially I was thinking, okay, what are we going to do with this? But tricks of stage and makeup and wigs, and she just transforms. So much of her work is just the physicality of the character, so you kind of watch her change through the play, and it's really kind of special.
That's great. So for those fellow theater goers that are thinking about coming out to see this play, what would you tell them is probably the best aspect of this play to come out to see it?
I think if they're looking for something that is going to warm their heart, it's going to make them laugh a lot, because there's a lot of funny in this play. They're going to laugh, they're going to feel warmth, and I think that they'll leave maybe thinking and talking about stuff that they didn't necessarily think they were going to be talking about.
We hope you enjoyed all the interviews we had tonight. Make sure to make it to Burbank, California to see Driving Miss Daisy at the Colney Theater here in Burbank, California. The show runs all the way to December 10th. Thank you so much. I'm Chelsea Matthews with Serial Scoop.